Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to be lighting a cigarette with a scratch-off lottery ticket to literally burn money. Although I will admit, this is a losing scratch-off lottery ticket. So the title of this video is kind of clickbait because I'm not literally going to be burning money in today's video because this is not worth any money. It's a losing lottery ticket. It was worth $5 and now it's not worth anything. Really is a little bit of a shame, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But nonetheless, I am still very excited to light up one of my 1839 red full flavored cigarettes with a scratch off lottery ticket for the first time and to let you guys know how this experience actually is. I am overall thinking that it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult to light this cigarette than if I was using a lighter to light one of these cigarettes, and I'm definitely thinking there is going to be a slight little bit of chemical taste when I first get the cigarette all lit up, but I think as I'm smoking through the cigarette and everything like that, that chemical taste is going to go away. But I do think without further ado, I guess it is now time for me to go ahead and get one of my 1839 red full flavored cigarettes all out and go ahead and, well, get this scratch off lottery ticket right here all lit up and go ahead and light my cigarette with a scratch off lottery ticket to literally burn money. Where'd my lighter go? Did I put my lighter in my pocket? I think I put my lighter in my pocket. I had it out just a minute ago. Oh no, I'm actually sitting on it. I'm actually sitting on my lighter. There we go. I've got my lighter, you know what I'm saying? I've got myself a nice little MK lighter with me today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this ticket all lit up and let's go ahead and light my cigarette with a scratch off lottery ticket to literally burn money. Without further ado, let's go ahead and actually get this all lit up. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it does not smell good, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Okay, it's just kind of charring. I need it to actually, like, catch on fire. That is not working. That is not working. This is just charring. I was thinking it was actually gonna catch on fire. This might be a bit more of a difficult experience than I was expecting it was going to be, I ain't gonna lie. Let's go ahead and try this again, though. And there we go, y'all. There we go. My cigarette is all lit up. I will admit, that was a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. I certainly was not expecting it to be that difficult. I thought that this was just going to catch on fire really easily and everything like that, but I do suppose it makes sense why it didn't, simply because, well, there's a lot of plastic on the front, all of this like scratch-off material and everything like that kind of thing. Probably not very burnable, so I suppose the actual paper portion of this is also kind of like paperboard, and paperboard doesn't really burn super easily, so I do suppose it makes sense why this wouldn't be the greatest to light a cigarette with, but nonetheless, my cigarette's all lit up, so I certainly have no complaints on my behalf. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my lighter on the scratch-off lottery ticket, which is no longer burning, so it doesn't fly away or anything like that, but overall, how has this experience been so far? Was there any chemical taste when I got the cigarette all lit up and everything like that? Maybe a little bit, but really not much at all, in all honesty. The main sort of disgusting taste was sort of me just inhaling the fumes from the actual scratch-off lottery ticket itself. That was not very pleasant, I ain't gonna lie. But nonetheless, it didn't affect the taste of the cigarette or anything like that. It just made me go kind of like, oh man, that tastes horrible and everything like that. Definitely not the greatest taste in the world, that is for sure. Not the greatest smell in the world, that is for sure. I would not recommend trying to light your cigarette with a scratch-off lottery ticket to literally burn money, that is for sure. But it is still something I am glad that I've done, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a little bit harder than I was expecting it to be. As said, I was just thinking that the scratch-off lottery ticket was just gonna light up really easily. It didn't, obviously. And I was definitely expecting there to be a little bit more of a chemical taste when I actually lit the cigarette with the scratch-off lottery ticket, but there really wasn't much of a chemical taste at all, which honestly is a little bit of a surprise. There might have been some chemical taste, maybe I just didn't notice it, but I do suppose if I didn't notice it, then there was no chemical taste. I do suppose, you know what I'm saying? So certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Overall, would I light a cigarette with a scratch-off lottery ticket again? No, I would not. I would not light another cigarette with a scratch-off lottery ticket. But if I absolutely had to, I would, in all honesty. I wouldn't do it just for fun again or anything like that kind of thing. But if I absolutely had to do it, I would do it, in all honesty, you know what I'm saying? Although, I did use a lighter to get my scratch-off lottery ticket all lit up, and if I didn't have a lighter but I had a scratch-off lottery ticket, how am I going to get that scratch-off lottery ticket on fire? I don't know how that would work. In all honesty, I really don't know how that would work, but if I could find a way to get a scratch-off lottery ticket lit up where I couldn't, for some reason, get a cigarette lit up off of that same thing, I do suppose I'd do it again if I really, really, really needed to, but by choice, I wouldn't do this again. Let me just put it that way, you know what I'm saying? But I will admit, this cigarette's pretty solid, you know what I'm saying? Certainly no complaints on my behalf. The 1839's overall a pretty nice, well-rounded budget cigarette. Not the best, but certainly not the worst either, you know what I'm saying? So certainly no complaints on my behalf. I haven't had a cigarette, and I want to say about an hour now, so I am feeling a little bit buzzed. So certainly no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just enjoying it. A little bit of a chemical taste coming off the cigarette itself, but that was not from the lottery ticket, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, overall, certainly no complaints on my behalf, you know what I'm saying? Certainly no complaints on my behalf at all. Overall, man, it's not a bad experience kind of thing. Not a bad experience. I wouldn't do it again, but I'm glad I had this experience, you know what I'm saying? I am glad I had this experience, and now I know scratch-off lottery tickets do not burn very well. They do not burn very well at all. Good to know, you know what I'm saying? Good to know. I did not know that, and now I know that, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully, y'all know that now as well, you know what I'm saying? Man, oh man. Whew. Yeah. I do think without further ado, though, I don't really have too much else to say, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off this cigarette in the next couple hits, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on this experience, not that I really have much to say, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right there, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm just gonna go and stub out this cigarette on the ground, make sure I don't cause no forest fires or nothing like that. Stomp out the ash with my foot. As said, don't want to cause no forest fires. But overall, how was this experience? What are my final thoughts on this experience where I lit a cigarette with a scratch-off lottery ticket to literally burn money? How was this experience overall? It was definitely a lot harder than I expected to actually get the cigarette all lit up. The lottery ticket definitely does not burn as well as I thought it was going to. But overall, I didn't really get any chemical taste off of it kind of thing. It worked pretty well to light my cigarette, besides the fact that it was a little bit difficult to light my cigarette with. And I am very thankful that it is not particularly windy right now, because if it was windy, I don't think I would actually have been able to get the cigarette lit up in as timely of a manner as I did. But those are pretty much my final thoughts on this experience. I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed watching me light a cigarette with a scratch-off lottery ticket to literally burn money. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my second channel, all in the description down below, along with my TikTok and my Twitter. Go check it all out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, thank you very much for watching, y'all. Until the next one, stay safe and peace and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?